It says, please ask the host. To give you permission. There you go, Beth.
Just got it.
Good.
Yeah.
There we go. I joined, I didn't sign in, I guess, so it did it something a different way, so I figured it out. All right, I'm going to share my screen. All right. Artisan here, okay. All right. So I have kind of just a mishmash of stuff tonight that I don't know if you guys know how to do it, so it might be repetition, but a couple products that I just kind of, I knew I had, but had never really used them. So I kind of wanted to just share what I've learned. All right, so has anybody, well, just let me save this page a sec now. Have anybody used the flares that are in the freebie?
No.
Use
No.
those?
No.
Okay, so where to find those? I went up to went in digital art and just put in freebie, and that came up. So you can download that kit to use. And I have a different one, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure it was a freebie. I don't think I bought it. So, but it would be the same. It's just, and maybe this is the same one. Let me look at kit preview. Let me see. Yeah, it is. That's the one. Okay, so that is the one that I have. It just that only showed a few on the screen there, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, it only showed 8, but there is that many in it. So so yeah, but you have to bring it in as a template. So if you download that and then you're like, well, where did it go? Because is it an because it is an embellishment, but it's not how it functions. It functions as a template. So the way that you bring it in is you go to your home ribbon at the top, and you go to add a page, or you can go to insert, no, not insert. Yeah, home, and then yeah, add a page. And so you go here and you say using a template from an art kit. So you just go here and go to, wait a minute now. Sec now. Art kit. Okay, let's see if I can find it here now. All right, so I pretty sure I stored those under forever. Just looking for it here now. Sorry. Oh yeah, there it is. Make a Flair freebie. I have mine stored in the Forever Digital Art, I think because it was a freebie. So you bring that in, you click on that, and it brings up the page. So you have to bring the whole page in. So it's got kind of like a copper, and then I want to say it's copper, then gold, silver. I don't know what that one is. I think that one might not be shiny. I think it's kind of just a flat creamy color. So you add the selected page, because that's the only page that there is available for that template. And then the way you use them is you go get your photos. And so if I wanted to put this flower in here as a photo to make a flare, then you click on the frame, and then you can drop this over. So it puts it, so it looks like it's behind a piece of glass.
Oh.
Isn't that cute?
It is.
So easy to do. So then if you want to use that on a page, you just grab each one of them. So you need the photo and the glass, and then there's like the little frame. No, I'm clicked on the wrong one here. I just saw the. Wait a minute now. Okay, click outside of that. I want frame. Oh, okay. And this one and this one. So those are the 3 that I want. And I mean, the other way I could have done it is you go here and you grab like that, and then it gets the three of them. So then you can group those. You could flatten them, but I never like to flatten because if I want to move my picture around in there, I can still move it. It's still a live photo frame. So then you just copy that, and then you go to a page that you want to put it on. So let's say if I want to put on this page, with these flowers. I know they're not the same kind of flowers, but it'll match. All right.
I didn't know they were called flares. I called them buttons.
Yeah, those are called flares. When they look like they are glass, that's what they call them. I mean, I guess every designer calls them something a little different. Sometimes they call them brads. So yeah, so you can add this to a page as, you know, you can make it tiny to say you want to pin your picture on the page, or you can put it here and like make it bigger to kind of join the two together, put them in the corners. There's so many purposes for these. And if I ungroup these and say I was over here now and I was like, you know what, I'd kind of like to have this picture, I could add that photo in the Flair because you have your photo frame there now. So I could go to my photos and find that. Do you say that bougainvillea? Is that bougainvillea picture? Okay, here. So let's just grab this one and we'll add that one in there. And so then you can have your Flair actually match. So, and if you want, you could zoom in and you just want to get the pink, and you can make it look a little different. So I just think those are so fun. I hadn't played with them before, so I'll show you a page that I did. And I made my own flares. So yeah, so I did it on this page and I have 4 different photos. So I did 4 different flares. It matches the coordinating page. So yeah, they're kind of unique. So you can have them matching. All right, so that was one thing I wanted to show you. I don't know, have you guys gone and ever mirrored a blueprint? Is that something that you already know how to do, or did you want me to show you that?
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So first, before I do that, I'm going to show you. So I learned, I was watching somebody's video and I really wasn't paying attention to how she did it. And then I figured it out just kind of by accident. So I'm just going to go to a blank page. Just say no to that. So this is my process. When I'm going to start a page with a blueprint, I usually go just up to add a page, and I go to my computer and I know where my blueprints are stored. So say I find a blueprint that I like, I'll scroll through them and say, okay, I have like 4 photos. This is the one I want. Or, you know, if I have 8 photos, whatever. So if I go, I'm just going to go grab this one. And then I hit open. It actually adds a page to your project. And it adds it at the end. So you have to move it up to where you want it. Then I saw, I think it was Mary Browder. She takes her photos. So I'm just going to go grab 3 photos. Okay, so if I'm going to grab, I'm going to add this one. Wait a minute. I'm going to go add this photo in a frame. And I'm going to add this one. And I'm going to add this one. Right, so let's make them a bit smaller. So there I've got my 3 photos. Then if I want to go and add a template on my page or the blueprint, I go to, okay, now where is it? Oh, it must be here. There we go. The little arrow I hadn't clicked on. There's an arrow here to give you more options. So I'm clicking on that. So if I go, instead of using add a page, I go to template, And I do the same thing. I go to find it on my computer. So it says changing a page template cannot be undone using the undo function. So, because it's adding a page. So that's just a warning. So if I want to add this, and I can say open, it's magic. And I'm just learning this. Ah, I put them in the frames. So it might not be exactly the photo frames that I want them in. I may want to change them around. But I'm okay with the way it looks. I think this is kind of the one I wanted big because it's us taking photos and then just us kind of walking the beach. So did anybody know that? Or am I teaching?
No.
Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad when I figure something out that like I thought I should have known that and I didn't know. Anyways, and I guess maybe I never went and clicked that little arrow to get the extra things that were over there. So yeah, because you can coordinate your colors and you can, this is auto fix for your photos. I think I showed that one other night. And what coordinate is it coordinates with the photos that are the colors that are on your page. It'll coordinate papers. So see how that it's taking those and it's making them colors and it's coordinating them with the colors in my photo. That's pretty cool too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's picking up the green in the water. It might pick up the sand too. It might do another one with beiges. Just waiting for it to finish here. It's doing different shades here.
I usually went and would find, I knew which photos I wanted to use, and then I'd find my templates that they had 5 photos on a page.
Right, and yeah.
I'd go through all of those templates, and then I'd end up using 6 photos, and oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. So it, this is kind of just a step like to skip having to do that. So, yeah. So it actually didn't pull into the sand, but it picked up the pink on my purse, I think.
Yeah.
Put some pink
I like
in.
that.
Yeah. So anyways,
that could use one of the green with the pink. Can you do that, I wonder?
Well, I don't think you can, I don't think I would be able to, you have to pick.
But you can change it afterwards.
You can change it, yeah. But it didn't do that. So
yeah.
Anyways, I'm just going to cancel that. So I'm going to show you how to mirror that. I'm just going to save that so that we can see it here. So if you want to mirror a page, that's one of your options under this little drop-down arrow. So you can say, insert a mirror image of this page. I use this quite a bit, excuse me, for the single page blueprints. I'm a double page person most of the time, and sometimes I want them to look like each other. Other times I want to do something totally different. So I can maybe sometimes find one that matches and coordinates with it. And if I can't, then I usually will mirror. So it's going to put it right beside it. So you can see what it did here. I'm just going to make that larger so you can see it. Oops. So there, it mirrored it and it put it, it bumped the one that was already there over. So if I wanted it to look this way, oops, I hate when it jumps around like that. I'm going to go back to this view. Okay, so if I want it to look like that, I can move them around so that I can have my 2 large photos in the center, or if you wanted those more as a border. So that's how you can mirror it. With this one, it works out pretty well that it did a good job mirroring it. So if I go to my oh, every time I go up close to the top of my screen, can you guys see that? How that
No.
pops? Oh, you can't see it. It's only me that can see it. It pulls down a whole thing about Zoom on my screen, and then I can't see my top ribbon when it does that. Okay, so 2 bound pages. Just to show you.
What I did miss, Beth, was because all our pictures were covering it, is where did you click to get mirror the page?
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. So over here, can you see it now?
Yep.
There's a little drop down arrow. When you click that, it's right here, insert a mirror image of this page.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So yeah, so this did a really good job, I think, of mirroring the 2 pages together. Sometimes you have to move things around if you don't want it to be exactly. So I probably wouldn't want my pictures to be the exact same spot on both pages. I like that the background is mirrored and that everything looks really well, like it matches up really well there. But I might not want, oh, it's telling me my internet's unstable. I might not want these photos in the same place. So I'm going to maybe just move this photo and just, I don't know, just sometimes I don't like things to be completely uniform. And I may just even copy and paste and put another photo in so that I have 4 photos on this page, but it's still, the background is still mirrored, which I like, or I might even add it up there. So that's an easy way to make a single page spread into a double and have it still coordinated. And I think if, so if I'm just going to save that, I think if I move, wait, Zoom slows me down. So I'm just going to move this one over here. And then back up. I'm just looking at see how it looks mirrored the other way. See if it joins up well. Yeah, so it did a good job there too. So I think what I would do, like I would probably fill these little pieces in with paper. And then you could fill them in with photos though. You could make them, you could go to fill and make them a photo drop point. And you could, if you had just photos that were of the beach and just background photos, you could add beach photos in there. You could join all of these, you could group all of those together, all of these. This is an idea too. You could group all these together and make an outline, insert an outline, and then make that a photo drop point. Fill, convert to a photo drop point. I think it should make all of them together as a photo drop point. I might have messed up where I got that one already as a photo frame. Oh. Is it thinking or what's it doing? Okay. I'm gonna undo. Just because I had that as a, yeah, okay, now I'm gonna redo that. Yeah, so you could do each one of those as individual, or you could say outliner, and then right click that and fill as a convert to a photo drop point. And oh, it's only doing one of them. Why is it? Oh, you know what? I wonder if I have to group them together. Let me just do that. Sorry. Now I'm going to group them. Now I'm going to say convert to a photo drop point. No, it doesn't give me that option. All right.
Is it under, it's not under effects, is it?
No.
Oh.
I'm just gonna try something else here.
When we did the globe, you said to convert to a photo drop, you had to do them each individually.
Well, but I want that to be all one photo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to come so that they will all be one photo. So, I'm just
Does
gonna
it have to be flattened?
that's what I just wondered, if it had to be flattened. I'm just gonna do these instead of the outline. We'll just do these. Try it on this one, and then I group them. And then,
Well, that worked. It looked different over on the left.
yeah, but it doesn't say,
I'll have to make it the photo option.
I'm not giving me the option to fill it. All right, I'm gonna flatten it. And fill, there we go. Fill as convert to a photo drop point. Oh, no, but it didn't keep them separate.
No.
Yeah.
Oop, that's
Oh,
too
okay.
bad.
I think I need to put the outliner on it. I think that's why. All right, I'm gonna figure that out after. I should know that though. I don't know why it's not working. Undo again. So I get separate pieces here. I am determined here. Okay. And then we'll say I group them, but now it doesn't.
You were going to outline.
Yeah, I just was trying one. I thought I didn't do that before, but I think I did. Okay, so I group these and then I do the outliner. And then want these to be. I don't see fill there. Does anybody see fill there?
No.
No. All right, you know what? I don't think I need to. Yeah, I do. I need to make it a photo drop point. Because I want them all to be the same photo. Group. It's still not there. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do some playing with that after, and then I will let you know. All right, so okay. You know what? There might be one spot here where I might be able to figure that out. Just a sec now. Okay. Let's group the strips together. Control. Right there. It says I should be able to do it. I just read the instructions that I had up there. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. So I'm going to do this, doing what the instructions say, and then I'm going to do yeah. Make an outliner. Select the outliner shape. And then right click and fill. Okay, so maybe I don't think I want to fill each one though, because convert to a photo drop point, because it's not going to, I'm running out of time, it's telling me. Yeah, it's not going to fill them as one photo. Do you understand what I mean? Like it's gonna.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I've seen that in a template before where they have half the photo on the left-hand side of the page and the other half on the
Yeah.
right-hand side of the page.
Yeah.
And when you put the photo in both places, it just automatically separates it.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it does it because it's
Yeah,
already.
that's how the Pixies make those, and when they do
Yeah.
those blueprints. So I'm just gonna grab, if I grab this photo and put it in here, yeah, see, it's putting them on each individual one. So I'll have to play with that, and maybe that's something I can teach next week. Anyway, that wasn't part of my lesson tonight. Part of my lesson was mirroring. So I'm just going to go with that. So I've taught you how to mirror and how to make your blueprint your own. Like, you can move things around. If you don't like those things in the background, you can remove them. It's totally up to you. So that's how to fill your blueprints with a photo, like without having to drag them and drop them over, and then mirroring. And then the other product that I wanted to show you, they're called pattern makers. So those are templates as well. So if I go up to, I'm just going to go to so this is what it is right here. I'll go to this page. I want to just go to a single view. Oh, I wish I knew how to make that go away, that thing at the top. Because every time I go to the top of my Artisan, it drops a menu down. Okay, so I'm just going to go to all. So this is these are free as well. They on Forever, and so it's to make your own paper. So this was a paper that I made, and then I put masks on it to kind of make it look not so solid. So I'm just going to show you how I did that. I don't think I had another page there. No. Okay. Just go to a fresh one. So I went to content, and it is a paper, but you can't actually bring it in as a paper. It doesn't bring it up. So you have to go up to your home ribbon, and you have to go to add a page, or you can go to template. I'm just going to go to template, and I'm going to go from an art kit, because it's not a blueprint. It's an actual kit that you can get for free. So they're called pattern makers, and they're made by Jen Martakis. I think that's how you say your name. So I'm just going to go do a different one. I'll do this polka dot one. And then down here, there's 3 in this kit. So I'm just going to say this one, and I'm going to say change template. So it kind of looks like it's just grayscale paper, and you might have went, well, why would I want that? Like, it's pretty boring looking. But there's layers to this. So if you look over here under your elements tab, there's 3 different layers here on top of your background. So if I just hide these, you'll see what I mean. So see how some of those dots are disappearing as I do that? So each one of those layers you can put a different paper or color in there. So I'm just going to go to my papers. And I'm just going to use, I'll use one of her kits. I'll use this. No, there's no papers in that one because that was a freebie. Yeah, I'll just use this one. And so you can take your background and you can make it whatever color you want. So if I say I want it to be this peach color, so I can say, make that the background. Oh, see, now that's too strong of a pattern because I'm going to be putting polka dots. I couldn't tell that from there. So I'm going to make this one the background. This one looks like it's more of a solid. Nope, that one's polka dots too. Okay, let's go down a little further where the solids are, and we'll say, make this the background. So you have to play around to find the right paper. And you don't even have to use paper. You could use just colors if you wanted to, and make your own paper with just colors. It doesn't have to be with paper. And then if I go to the next layer and say, I want to put some navy blue, I can say, fill the selected shape and say, okay to that. So it put the polka dots as navy. And then the next one, I'm going to put it as white. Fill the selected shape. And then we'll go to the next one, and I'm going to make that one, yellow. So I'm just going to zoom in so you can see. So you can see the background kind of had a little bit of a texture to it. And then you have your dots. And each one of these, you can add filters to them. You can add shadows. So if I go to format and I go to heavy shadow, you can see how that pops that off the page. So these are free in forever as well. So there, so I've made shadows on my polka dots. So kind of a cool look, and you can customize it to whatever you wanted for your page. The other thing is if you're, well, you know, it's kind of too much detail, like it's fine detail, you can actually go to group these together. And group. And then I'm going to go to the cut ribbon and I'm going to say insert a shape. Oh, I have to flatten. So it flattened. So I can actually make this square, and I can, if I wanted it to be a square, I'm going to do a 4x4. And then I'm going to say, let's cut that. Oh, yeah. And then I can stretch it out and my polka dots can now be further apart. So there, now so if it was too detailed or you want your design to show up differently, then that's how you can get around making it, I don't know, maybe easier to put photos on. I just spilled my water all down in front of me. The other thing I could have done too, if you wanted to delete one of the, I'm just going undoing all this. If I wanted to delete one of the layers, if you only wanted a couple of the polka dots, you didn't want them all. So if I go to this one, I'm just going to hide this one, and you wanted them kind of more scattered and not perfect, you could do that. You can get rid of whatever you want on the design, or you could fade the design out if you wanted to change the opacity on it and just lower it down. You can do that on each one of them as well. So there's lots you can do with these custom papers. So has anybody played with those before?
No.
No. Okay. So those are some things that you can go in and, like, they're not going to cost you any money to go get those, or they're free to go and pick those up. But those ones are, they're called pattern makers. There are ones you can buy if you like them, then you can go in and get those. There is another one too that's an overlay. Let me just see if I can remember. Those might be just under embellishments, and I've got less than 1 minute. I mean, I don't have time to show you that right now. Hand-drawn overlays. Yeah, so those are freebie as well. So those ones, you just bring them in as an embellishment, and they only have one layer. So you can bring them over and you can make them whatever color you want. So they're by the same designer, but it's kind of to make your own paper. So you can make it as an overlay and then change the color. You can make it a gradient or whatever you want to do. So I'm going to figure out that other thing, and maybe that's what we'll do next week, is we'll do photos and group and ungroup them and things like that. So I'll master it before I start next week. Wasn't what I was planning on teaching this week, so I kind of threw myself under the bus.
Yeah, you started off with a wow.
Yeah. I started off with a wow.